is Eva Nivelta from the Plant-Based Music Festival, and this time I am with my good friends, JT Thomas and Fenix from Fenix Rising Band. How are you today?
Doing great, thank you.
How are you today?
I'm awesome. Thanks for having us.
That's great. So I was researching a little bit because I was curious about Phoenix Rising, who Phoenix Rising are, why the name of the band, and how the music is gonna sound. So I was very, very curious about it. So I did my research in YouTube, and when I saw the video singing for the first time, I was like, this is good! Wow! I can't wait to listen to the music in person because if in the video is good,
Yeah.
I imagine in person is much better. And it was, people, it was. The music sound beautiful and it's sexy and it's soulful. So, but I'm curious about, let's start with the Phoenix is your name, right?
Right.
Why Phoenix Rising?
It's an evolution. Of course, I was given that name many, many years ago. But the
So Phoenix is your real name?
Phoenix is my actual legal name.
Oh.
But the Phoenix Rising actually started as the Phoenix Project. And we evolved. And Jason was talking about earlier going to the journey to Memphis when we actually changed the name in 2021 to the Phoenix Rising Band.
Oh.
So it's been an evolution of me trying to find the sound. Famous Benny Goodman statement: a band leader knows what he wants to hear.
That's right. That's right.
I finally found that group that clicks, and it sounds. The sound in my head is what I'm getting out of these guys.
And it's mainly blues and soul.
Blues and R&B. Yeah,
And R&B.
blues and R&B.
Okay. So yes, I love that. I think that when I was actually watching you performing, the both of you, I was like very impressed, and people reactions to your music, they were very into, and I can see the movement of the people, and I was like, oh yes, this is good, this is good. And people were saying, oh, you need to go and see Phoenix Rising because they're phenomenal.
Nice.
So I was very, very happy. When I watched it, yes, I confirmed that. Yeah, no, people are right. People are right. They are great. But I think I know you play the saxophone. So is that the first instrument that you learned?
No, actually, it's not the first. Started out with a violin.
Violin. What a difference, violin.
Very different. Very.
I actually started on violin myself. I don't know if we knew this about each
didn't know
other.
that.
Yeah,
Wow,
I did too. Yeah, fifth grade.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went from saxophone, or went from violin to drums to cornet.
Oh, you do drums?
Bugle. No. I can barely keep time on drums. There's too much going on. But no, I started playing sax when I was 8.
Oh, so you start young.
I started young.
So you start playing with different instruments very young. And then how you connected with the saxophone? What were your feelings?
What got me started with saxophone was actually a minister at our church. That was his one, and he would accompany the choirs. Of course, I come from a Baptist church, so I was always rocking in the church.
And then you said,
But
this is what I meant to do.
he made that word sing, and it hit something inside, and I was like, I gotta do that. That's what I want to do.
So you always knew that you wanted to become a musician.
Yeah. Oh yeah, music was always in the family and always in me.
Yeah, and I remember we talked about that in one interview that we have before, that you were saying the same thing, that when you were young, you were playing DJ, remember?
Yeah.
You told me, and you always knew that you wanted to.
Yeah, my dad had a really large record collection, and I always had a fantasy of becoming a radio disc jockey. And so I used to just practice, putting on record after record after record, and putting the needle exactly on the right spot, because that was a skill I was going to need in my future as a disc jockey, of course. So, but it led me to just playing, hundreds of hours of music at home, and eventually I, just wanted to play the guitar. I used to hang my violin like a guitar and play air guitar with my violin, and eventually I was like, I should just get a guitar, So, yeah.
That's cool.
Nowadays, can you play the violin or?
I have a viola. I play a little bit. Guitar is definitely my first instrument, but I'd still fiddle around with it a little bit, shall I say? So, but
yeah. So I'm curious about something, because I'm discovering that doing the interviews with other bands that many of you have, for example, Ben Rice was telling me that he has several guitars that he plays. What about you?
Say it again. Several guitars. Yeah. I do have a nice guitar collection. I kind of try to play different guitars for different bands. I mean, Fenix has a favorite guitar of mine that he likes, and so I try to play that guitar. It's the guitar I've been playing all weekend. And I was telling my wife that the other night when I was changing strings and putting it on, that this is my oldest guitar that I own. Actually, I bought that guitar when I was a junior in high school, because I wanted to play jazz in high school, and I said, I've been playing this guitar for 20 years, and my wife said, honey, it's been 30 years.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks for reminding me, dear. So, but I've had that. Her name is Shirley. She's one of my favorite guitars, and
you named it?
Yeah, of course. I name all my guitars. So, yeah.
So you name your saxophone?
Absolutely.
Wow. What is your saxophone name?
Samantha is.
Oh, Samantha. They girls.
Well, yeah. You got to take care of your girl, Yeah.
My children.
Yeah.
And Christian is my alto. And Shirley, and another Shirley.
Oh, so how many instruments do you have?
Total probably 6.
6, and 6 different saxophones.
Yes.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Got a couple of tenors, a couple of altos, a soprano, a Yamaha YX5, which is a MIDI instrument.
Okay, so your sound is I would say, is very sexy and very soulful. I really enjoy it. So how do you differ from other bands? Because I mean, you play with different bands that are very soulful too, but this is Fenix Rising is for me a little different.
Yeah, of course. Well, it's just Fenix. Fenix only knows how to play one way. Fenix, it just comes out of him. Fenix couldn't play hard rock or country. He just wouldn't want to. Fenix does what Fenix does, and he does it great. And this is why, Fenix used to run a jam session years ago, and I was one of the kids that just came to the jam session all the time, and would come and show up every week. And eventually, Fenix was like, "I like you. Keep coming back." And eventually, he needed a guitarist for a gig, and he gave me a call, and I just kind of stuck. So that's how it started.
Yeah. So, what is the most bizarre thing that you discover about each other?
I don't think I know any bizarre things about.
The most bizarre thing I know of is you started out with the same instrument I did.
Oh yeah, we just discovered that.
Yeah, we
right?
just discovered that actually. Yeah. I know Fenix is a really hard-working man. He always works hard. He always kind of shows up to the gig, tired from giving it a good hard day's work, but he always has enough energy and passion to deliver the gig and show up and do what he does naturally. It just kind of comes out of him, and we just sort of let Fenix, we give him the space to do it, and it just is going to come out of him just right. And so our job as his band is to just allow him to be the best Fenix he possibly can, and to just make the music. Like he said, he has a vision and a notion of how he wants to hear it. So it's our job to help him deliver that. So that's what we try to do.
And you guys definitely deliver.
You guys do.
So
they really do.
what is your favorite song that you like to perform?
Performance, I think Mr. Magic is my favorite song because I'm a horn player at heart. I like to hear the horn, but I love the way the band does it. Yeah.
What about you?
I'd say, all of Phoenix's songs are great songs. We have a really good book of tunes in this band, and that's one reason I really like being in this band is because there's a good batch of songs. I've played before in good bands that have terrible songs, and that's just not a band you want to be in. You have to really like the music and be able to love hearing the music.
Yes.
So we have a song called Juke Joint. It's one of my favorites. It's kind of about a real dingy blues Memphis kind of real authentic blues club. There's another tune we do, Rainy Night in Georgia, an old Brooke Benton tune that's one of my favorites. It's just a nice, slow, beautiful, soulful tune, and we have a lot of fun hitting it hard and playing big, hard, funky songs, but we also really like to bring it down and play some really beautiful, slow, funky soul kind of songs. So we have a nice variety in this band. So
yeah, very good, very good. So another thing that I wanted to ask you is because you were saying you playing a lot of different songs, but a lot of people do different covers of songs, and they just sing it, but they just sing the songs. But when I listen to you guys singing, you feel it, you really feel it.
Yeah.
Like you said, you feel very comfortable working together. So one thing that I noticed is that when you guys were singing, you have this move, and I felt like you were feeling it, yes, and the people reaction to you, they were feeling it too. They were
Yeah.
and I was like, yes, that's great. And you have your eyes closed.
Yeah, I closed my eyes closed, yeah.
And also, there was another gentleman that was playing the guitar. I don't know if he was the guitar too. I don't remember. What is it? There is another member of your band that plays the guitar.
Oh, Jim. Yeah, the bass player.
And I said, they are connected because they all are. You have the move, and you're moving with the guitar with your eyes closed, and the other gentleman also was with his eyes closed, so you guys are really feeling it.
Right.
And you take everyone in the same journey. You took us with you.
Yeah.
And we really
That's how we do it.
enjoy that. So congratulations. on
Nice.
that,
Thank you.
Love what we do, and this band does it well.
So, if people wanted to learn more about Phoenix Rising, where they can go to listen to your music or know more about your band.
Well, the brand new website just launched. It's phoenixrisingband.com.
And I'm gonna put it down here, so in the caption, so you guys can go to their website and learn more about them.
And you can also find us along with a lot of other great bands at bluediamondpdx.net.
BlueDiamondPDX.net. And please, if you have the opportunity to go to Portland, go to the Blue Diamond, and please enjoy this magnificent music.
Yeah, we're there every single Thursday night. Come on out any Thursday, and you'll have a lot of fun.
And thank you so much for coming to the Clambe. We really enjoy your music. A lot of very good reviews, the people commenting, very good things, and we're very honored to have you both in here at
Well,
Clambe.
thank you.
So, see you next time at the Clambe Music Festival. Watch your videos, follow them in the website so you know where they're gonna be next.
Thank you.